Peace, 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 Black family. This is another edition of Underground Warrior TV. I'm back. You know I can't stay away too long. You know, seem like Black people always have energy, man. We always have energy to persecute our own people. You know, we misled by the media. You know, we don't ever look at the whole ramifications of things in life. It's like once you was embedded with that slave plantation information, I'm gonna go back to slavery because that's the cause of this confusion that Black people are controlled by. 9 times out of 10, when you controlled by confusion and misinformed education, and you react on that misinformed education, you rely on that misinformed education. And that's why we as a people are in the problems that we're in today. We cannot separate fact from fiction. We cannot separate moral behavior of individuals who are in alignment to oppress us by any means. And we forget that some of our enemies are people in power who have money, who want to shape images and perceptions of Black people, especially the Black man in particular. And the reason why I'm dropping this particular video today, I want to drop it about the football player DESHAUN Watson. I want to talk about DESHAUN Watson because I see the differences in certain areas of life when the mainstream media and how it paints the image of our people. You can be actually innocent of a particular thing. And I'm not saying DESHAUN Watson is innocent, but there have been and people locked up for things that they have not done in life. And you read a lot of stories. People have read a lot of stories where people get 40, 50 years in prison, then they release, and they was actually innocent. So you got to be very careful about the mainstream media. And certain things always blown out of proportion when you're dealing with the fucking judicial system. And I mean the courts, the prosecution, the allegations, the things that they try to come at you with. It's always stretch. And that's part of the white man's imagination to make something stick on the individual when you come through the judicial system, the court system, in order to make the charges stick. The prosecution has to over exaggerate what really happened. And I've been trying to tell my people this for years because I was part of the fucking judicial system. I know how they play the game. They want everybody to cop out. So in order to get you to cop out, because it's easy for the state not to spend money or the federal government not to spend money, just to you to take a plea bargain and be out of the way. You're hindering their way of making money when you fight your case. When you're actually innocent and you fight this case, you're making the court spend money when you take it to trial. So in order to make money, you get money from the conviction. You feel what I'm saying? This is a money operation of locking people up. DESHAUN Watson was accused of some lewd behavior, sexual misconduct back in March of 2020. And I think these allegations came out in March of 2021. Now we in 2025. 22, my thing is this. And I'm not saying that nothing happened. And like I said, when you deal with the fucking judicial system, I just want my people to be clarified because I have been a product of that judicial system. I don't want to talk about my crimes here on YouTube, but I always knew that there was what can I say, inequality when it comes to what actually happened, what actually didn't happen. I went to jail for something that I didn't do. I did some things in the past called, and I just say I'm gonna keep it brief on my particular. I went to jail for intimidating of a crime witness, in which I didn't do. But I had a terroristic threat against a guy that I got into a physical altercation with. I was guilty. You know what I'm saying? But they used that situation to say I was in the courtroom threatening people, and I wasn't. I made an allegation that my brother has no win in a racist courtroom. And I whispered that to my brother. I said, my other brother on trial. I say, listen, he has no win in this racist courtroom, whispering. Little did I know. See, I know by experience. So a motherfucker can't tell me shit when I be speaking. I live this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I be speaking, motherfuckers don't believe you. They want to, clog up their ears and say you on some racist shit. I know how white people are. All white people ain't like white people. But by nature, the majority of white people love to embellish situations and lie. They're liars by nature. And I'm glad I studied the nature of the white man. It's very wicked. It's very wicked. They're the biggest liars on this planet. Anyway, I whispered to my brother. I say, little bruh ain't got a chance in this racist courtroom. All of his races, even his lawyer is against him. I whispered this shit. Little did I know there was some type of court person in the spectator seat, a white woman. She has some type of authority in the courtroom. I didn't know this. She went back in the judge's chamber and said something to the judge. At recess, I was approached by the deputies and I had to leave. When I left, I found out they was asking my family members who was I. See, I bought a race and I was telling the truth. So it's time to persecute the person that speaks the truth. Some motherfucker can't tell me what the fuck I don't know. You could call me racist, anti-white, all you know, all you want. But you don't know because you don't look deep into the science of white people. You don't look into the deep science of your own people. This is for the black people who always make excuses for white supremacy and white abuse. I've been a victim of both races who have came at me wrong as fuck. I have been the victim of my own people who jealous by nature. But I know what's wrong with black people. I know the sickness that they suffer from. I studied this shit. I studied black people, the sickness of black people for over 25 to 30 fucking years. I studied this shit. So motherfucker can't tell me what my mind formulates and as it relates to evaluating our people. Because I've studied this shit. I studied the sickness of black people. So I've been a victim and oppressed by my own people. I'm not on this motherfucker just banging on black people. I bang on my own people because I tell the truth. But right now, I'm banging on white supremacy, how to manipulate our own people to always hold our people up for torture because the white man said so. Deshaun Watson, that's what I'm speaking on. I don't know if all these allegations are true, but something in the milk ain't clean. What I mean by that, how is it that you are defended, you are being indicted, and I'm not talking about court indictments because it never did get to that point. This guy was not indicted by the court. I'm talking about indicted by the NFL, the mass media, who's holding this guy up for torture. And I mean, for torture, we don't know if this guy innocent or guilty. These are some serious allegations, though. Houston, who did he play for? Texas. In Texas, and I believe that's Harris County in Texas, for them not Houston, for them not to indict a black man accused of this particular crime, I find that fishy. 24 people now getting lawsuits. Then out of the 24, only 20 are going to be paid for all these sexual misconducts that were alleged perpetrated by Deshaun Watson against these women. Something's not right about this whole case. For the racist Texas people, Houston, Texas, Harris County, one of the most racist counties in the world, not indict this brother? Then he punished for 6 games. And then I'm going to punish him again. I think public humiliation and drag through the media, for which, you know, some of the things you probably didn't do. Because I'm telling you, when you deal with the court system, they're embellishing the story. The story could go like this. I went into the bank and pulled out a gun and robbed the bank. On my way out of the bank, I accidentally bumped a customer. In my indictment, out of them one single import, the gun, maybe 2 specifications. First, I used the robbery of ways to get money, and I had a gun. The gun is 1 count of a firearm in the midst of an armed robbery. Going out of the bank, I accidentally bumped a lady or a man coming out the bank. The gun specification, assault with a deadly weapon, because I had a gun in my hand when I bumped the old man, the customer, the lady, whatever. That becomes another charge. Breaking and entering becomes a charge. With breaking and entering comes another gun specification. So out of one single action, one single import, I got 3 gun specifications out of 1 gun. Now they telling me when I go to trial, if I'm found guilty, I'm getting the time for each gun. Each gun carries a motherfucking sentence. Each charge carries a motherfucking sentence. So you trying to tell me out of 1 single import, there's 3 fucking charges and 3 gun charges that go with those 3 charges. This is how the judicial system runs. This is how it's ran. So for a motherfucker to look at me when I emphasize, like, I don't believe everything they say about R. Kelly, because I know the system. I've been a victim of it, and I studied the system. I studied the system when I was there. I'm not a Muslim, but I studied the Nation of Islam when I was there. And one thing that I noticed that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, that you got to study the nature of a white man because he's a liar, a murderer in the beginning. And then I got to thinking about what he said. I thought about the Santa Claus thing they made up. I thought about the Tooth Fairy. It's just a lot of stuff they make up. You know what I'm saying? And we as a people follow these particular fantasies and these made up stories that they make up. Even with their religion, Christianity, they make up the story. Jesus' story is so embellishing. You know what I'm saying? But black people believe in the fairy tale. So, Deshaun Watson, it becomes 66 women. 66 different women. You see how the number goes up. It started from 2 to 22. From 22, he had 66 different women coming to his domain, different massages he was getting. And during these massages, he would try to coerce women to have sexual intercourse with him, like oral sex. 2 women proclaimed he coerced them into having oral sex. First of all, and I know some of this rape stuff happened with women, but when most of this stuff is kept in the dark, it be a family member raping a particular people. And if that person is getting molested, don't want to break up the family structure, and they feel guilty if they bring it out, and you know what I'm saying? They don't want to feel embarrassed. You feel me? But when you got a motherfucker, you know, you going into their office or they visiting your house, giving you a massage, you don't have no gun, you don't have no weapon. In March of 2020, you don't go report this. These allegations don't come out to March of 2021. What are they scared of? The Me Too movement is strong. I don't want to hear no motherfucker say that women now these days are scared to report their rapists when they put these motherfuckers away without even no fucking evidence. That's why I said what I said about the R. Kelly situation. I don't believe R. Kelly is guilty of the particular case that he's in prison for now. But what they use against you, your past. His past was fucked up. You don't marry no one and forge documents to get a marriage with an underage child. And I agree that he was wrong in that manner. But when you're dealing with these Hollywood motherfuckers, this was what goes on in Hollywood. Just black people have a small margin of error. And I'm going to show you the differences. Let's take Woody Allen. Anybody know anything about Woody Allen, the actor, comedian, movie director? Let's see, these people in these particular positions are the people who are molesters, child molesters. You know, this goes on in Hollywood. You know, these are the rapists. You feel what I'm saying? Harvey Weinstein was a director. You know what I'm saying? You know, these people prey on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They be the directors. Most of the time, it don't even be the motherfucking star, the motherfucking actor, the motherfucking talent. But people oppress the talent in these motherfucking arenas. If you don't agree to a certain situation with a motherfucker up top, they'll make it tough for you, Kobe Bryant. See, Kobe Bryant wouldn't shave points. Kobe Bryant wanted to win all the time. What was his ritual? Huh? What was Kobe Bryant's ritual? Getting caught up. You know, throwing the bait out there, and then you get caught up. So you have a small margin for error, black man. You got to be smart, Deshaun Watson. You lose some of these women y'all probably had. You know, you've been in a position that you are in, and women like men with power. Women like men with money. He tried to use his lifestyle as a means of obtaining women. I do believe something happened. I just think it got blown out of proportion. You coerce. You Deshaun Watson. You got money. You got to coerce a woman to suck your dick. Sorry, y'all, but that's what they said he was doing. You mean to tell me in 2021 or 2020, with this Me Too movement strong as it is, that you could run out that house in 2020 and report that, instead of reporting that in 2021 for March? Look at the dates. Look at the dates. I can tell stuff, we got to make it a year. March to March. This happened in March, but you reported in the next year of March. It's just crazy to me. And I'm not taking up for Deshaun Watson, because that's wrong. If you're trying to coerce women, you try to get a massage, but y'all know what goes on with massages. So that's what I'm saying. And it's strange how ESPN, everybody on ESPN and these sport network channels, and I'm going to go to Shannon Sharp. I haven't heard Shannon Sharp speak nothing good about Deshaun Watson. How come we just can't say we pray that Deshaun Watson only gets 6 games and we think that he learned from his mistakes? If he was doing this to women, and for the racist Texas, Houston, Texas, Harris County prosecution not wanting to take this case further, boy, this dude must have a blessing from his ancestors. God must be really rolling with this brother if he really did that. In the most racist state in the fucking world, do not indict you. Something is fishy about this case. Y'all know, and I know y'all want to call me a conspiracy theorist, but y'all know this for a fact. If you study anybody in the entertainment business, if you don't follow certain rules that they want you to follow, these people will make up lies to chastise you. Something is not right. If this brother was doing this to these sisters, doing these sexual things to these sisters, and for Harris County not to indict him, they don't give a fuck about those black women. They hang black men. That's what they do. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. That's why it's so ignorant as black men, us as black men, because one particular person got more money than you got, you mad at him, and then a motherfucking black man who got more money than you got, he think he better than you. Because we are poisoned with that sickness. See, I know where it comes from. When I see another black man hate another black man, how he look, how he carry himself, what he got, what he don't got, I know where that come from. That's for being on them slave plantations with that Willie Lynch syndrome pushed up on our people. You feel what I'm saying? You want to murder this nigga because this nigga got $1 million and you ain't got it, you'll go in there and blow that nigga's head off. There's niggas in this city that would kill you for 5 stacks. Not even thinking about your ass black. All they see is 5 stacks. Nigga would kill you for 5 motherfucking stacks. Nigga robbed for less than that in this city. Motherfuckers been killed for bags of weed. And that's real talk. I know where that self-hatred come from. I know why Africans don't like African Americans. We the same motherfucking people. I know why Africans in this country, African Americans, they call us, but we're African, don't like Africans in Africa. I know where this mindset come from. You motherfuckers talk about Africa like them niggas over there educated. Them niggas backwards as fuck. When I say backwards as fuck, not culturally, but them niggas are backwards as fuck because they take on the slave master, the colonizer mindset. The British, the French, America, all the Western powers, Germany, Great Britain, all of these people colonize Africa, and they always get stool pigeons. And stool pigeons are the sellout Negroes. They know how to inflame them motherfuckers, and them motherfuckers or torture their own people. So black people are just guilty as white people in the struggle for our liberation in this country. Because like I said before, most niggas don't want to be free. All niggas want to do is kiss ass and still be treated like trash by the white ruling class. So this thing with Deshaun Watson, how come any black man on ESPN hasn't said they wish Deshaun Watson only be suspended for 6 games? And we think he's learned from this situation. No one said nothing positive. You cannot go so low that you cannot redeem yourself. You cannot go so low that you cannot redeem your soul. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you could turn yourself around, fuck with public perception, things that you've done in the past. See, people use that against you. You can change your whole life around, your whole persona as a black person and say, I'm very, sorry for what I did, and this will never happen again. I wasn't in my right mind. And change your whole life around. People will always remember. Back to Willie Allen. Do y'all know who Willie Allen is? I want y'all to study Willie Allen, the things that he did, and he never was brought to justice for the things he did. It was very immoral. And I'm going to tell you what he did was so fucking immoral. This motherfucker went to Asia, adopted an Asian baby, and raped the Asian baby. Yeah, but no one's talking about it. Then when the baby got older, he ended up marrying the Asian baby. You can check it up. You can check this shit up. Pull it up. Check it up. Pull it up on your motherfucking, your Google, lazy motherfucker. Most of you motherfuckers so goddamn lazy when I be speaking, you know what I'm saying? Google that shit. So he don't know what the fuck he talking about. I'm about to Google this shit. That's all the fuck you got to do. Woody Allen, how come he's never persecuted? When he died, they would not talk about that. But when a black person died, they always talk about the allegations. CBS, Gayle King. Kobe died. You know what I'm saying? Look how they talk bad about Kobe on CBS. You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor died, they're going to talk bad about Richard Pryor. Bring up his allegation. When that bitch Bush died, Bush Sr., and I'm going to call him a bitch, him and Reagan, Oliver North, Freeway Ricky, he'll tell you the real Rick Ross. Bush sold dope. Nobody talk about that allegation when that bitch died. That's when I talk about the media. Niggas always talking shit. You always talk about the mainstream media don't do this, they don't do that. Why when Bush died, they didn't say Bush was a CIA member who was responsible for having Nelson Mandela locked up for 27 fucking years? Getting tough on crime. Who was behind bills that locked black people up? Bush Sr. Who brought cocaine to the black neighborhood? Bush Sr. Do your research on the Iran-Contra scandal. During the Panama Canal. I'm not going to keep giving it up to you motherfuckers. You don't do no research. So I sound like I'm out my motherfucking mind when I'm dropping it. But I read. You don't read. Bush Sr. ain't no motherfucking president done no black people by right. And you motherfuckers got enough energy to hang Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is living in the most corrupt nation in the motherfucking world. Maybe he did do the shit. But where did that perversion come from? And I'm not making no excuse for what they say he did. I wasn't there. But I find it quite funny that the fucking prosecution, that's what I got to look at, didn't find these women credible, not to bring no criminal charges against this brother. We not looking at that. But long as he black, we looking at he black, and that's the fact. Because in this world, we live in an anti-black man world. The darker you are, the more foreign you're going to be taught. You're going to be treated, I mean. You know, ESPN is the most racist ass motherfucking channel in the motherfucking world. All they do is talk about black people, black athletes, saying this about them, saying that about them. It's a bunch of house Negroes on ESPN and these sport talk stations. It's so many of them, I'm not going to even name them. But y'all know who they is. They always, all you got to do is watch these sports channels and see how many times they talk bad about an individual. Now, Kobe Bryant, I go back and look at the tape. The motherfuckers get to, trying to say LeBron and Kobe wasn't that and Kobe wasn't this. I go back and look at that motherfucking tape. Fuck what Max Kellum and say about Kobe. Fuck Max Kellum. I got my own motherfucking opinion. And I go back and look at that tape. When I say tape, I load up. When I want to watch some real live killer basketball, I go look up Kobe Bryant on YouTube. So Max Kellum, I said, bitch ass nigga, look at the tape. That's the white boy. You know what I'm saying? They don't get Kobe as props. They never get Kobe as props. He was killing these motherfuckers, man. He was killing them. But media, perception, when they told that lie and Shaq came out and said Kobe wasn't the reason why he left L.A. He said he wouldn't take a pay cut. That's why he left L.A. It wasn't Kobe got him out of town. So you trying to tell me a young Negro, that's how they look at you, as a Negro, young Negro like Kobe Bryant can run the L.A. Lakers, tell the L.A. Lakers what to do? Get the fuck out of here, man. Stop all that shit. Stop it. And that's been a lie for years. Kobe never got the accolades he's supposed to have got. He was cheated out of MVPs, and they gave the MVPs during the seasons he was being indicted. Well, he wasn't indicted. Fake allegations of this white woman saying that Kobe raped her, but the shit was consensual. And everybody and their mama knew it was consensual. That shit was set up. Kobe wasn't point shade, and I'm going to leave it at that. So Deshaun Watson can't be forgiven. Y'all forgave Elvis Presley for marrying an underage woman. No one said anything. Hugh Hefner was taking pictures of young females, 14, 15 years old, when nobody saying anything. You feel what I'm saying? Brooke Shields, look that up. Hugh Hefner, I think she was like 12, 13 years old, had pictures of the actor Brooke Shields underage. She had to be like 15, 14. He had photos of her nude, but ain't nobody went after that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So what's the difference when you're black? You got a small margin for error. So watch yourself and watch your step. ESPN's a real racist motherfucker. Now y'all remember when Chad Wheeler choked his girlfriend back in January of 2021. I believe that happened in 2021. He's still going through this case right now. Chad Wheeler was a white boy who played football, young white kid who played football for the Seattle Seahawks. He was a lineman. His fiance was a black woman. He choked her out, beat this woman unconscious, and to his surprise, she was alive. He asked her, "How are you alive and I choked your motherfucking ass out?" You know what I mean? You was unconscious. Only thing he was charged with was 3 counts of assault. He just took off his anchor monitor, you know, in August. Yeah, August 4th, somewhere around there. He's still going through that case. He beat his woman unconscious, black woman. Why come ESPN ain't talking about him? He's still going through this case. ESPN probably spoke on that dude one time. When Roethlisberger, my favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, when Ben Roethlisberger was accused of raping some woman, it hit the news, and they talk about it no more. But when you black, they hold you up for torture. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. What about when Brett Favre, y'all remember this? Right before Brett Favre retired, he sent a picture to a woman that looked like his woman, naked, showing his penis to a woman. He played football. Nobody talked about that. It hit the news, and it was gone. You can look this shit up, but when you're black, they're going to hold that ass up for torture. And then your own people get mad when you speak, like, hold on for a minute. How do we know all this is true? How do we all know this is true, what they said about this brother? We know something happened, but only thing that I have to interject by me knowing the judicial system and the prosecution and the media to hang a black person, they got to embellish the crime. What I mean by embellishing the crime, stretching it, the story. Just like I told you, out of one single import, it's ludicrous how the judicial system works, how they get people to cop out to a plea. It's a business. They don't give a fuck about the moral standards of an individual that's been accused of a crime that he may be guilty of or guilty of certain things. And then I'm going to come along as a prosecutor and add on more shit so I can get this motherfucker to cop out. You know what I'm saying? It's all a motherfucking game. It's monetary motherfucking game for them to get you to cop out by me knowing the judicial system. So when I say I don't believe R. Kelly was making women eating shit. Come on, man. That man was making. Come on, man. You niggas run with everything the white man says. You believe R. Kelly was making women eating shit? I'm R. Kelly. God damn it. I gotta make a woman eat shit. I'm R. Kelly, god damn it. I gotta lock women up and hold them captured and don't let them go home. Fuck out of here, man. I did my research on that. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. I did my research. You can say what you want to say about me. I do my motherfucking research. I don't believe everything the white man tell me. You motherfuckers believe everything the white man tell you. I don't believe everything the motherfucking white man. I ain't no motherfucking dummy. Motherfucker, I study. You don't know how deep and how evil this white man is. You still forgiving your motherfucking enemies. How, it's deep. How does enemy show you his fucking fangs? How does enemy show you how he deal with your motherfucking ass and you still kiss his ass because you don't want to be free. You rather kiss ass. That's my slogan. I'm coming with a song. I'm coming with a motherfucking song. It ain't no motherfucking trap rap. Niggas already trapped in Satan's domain. You know what I'm saying? Niggas loving the pain. You know what I'm saying? Niggas trapped in Satan's domain, loving the pain, being inflicted. Being inflicted, persecuted. You know what I mean? Niggas love the pain. They don't want to be free. We don't want to be free. As soon as this mainstream media say something about our people, we believe entirely what the media is saying about these particular individuals. It went from 22 women to 66 different women. Like Bill Cosby, been raping white women 60s. And you want me to believe that bullshit? That's all about NBC was trying to buy. We know that's all about NBC that nigga was trying to buy. You know what I'm saying? He got the same type of motherfucking case as DESHAUN Watson in a sense. These bitches don't want to take this shit to trial. They want some money. Bitches want some motherfucking money. And I'm calling them bitches because I know they're working for white supremacy. We can't get no conviction, but we get you some of this. I'm out of here, man. I see right through the small. I don't eat pork. I see right through the fog. My third eye open. Mash up the likes, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Underground Warrior TV, smashing them.